going on here? Well, I saw a person the other day do a meal that been something that we've done in our family for years on the camp, and just going to give my impression of what it was she made, and see if it's a doer for you. So it'll take a little while to get this thing set up, but we're going to get going. So we're trying out my new stove for the first time here. And what I've got here is just a little bit of ground beef. I'm just going to brown this up a little bit. Stove seems to be working all right so far. One of my little spoon or spatulas that I made. Got my brand on it.
As the airplanes fly over.
Now, one of the twists that I'm talking about when I'm doing this is I have diced up onion and red and green bell pepper, and that's going to go in with the meat here. Here I'm out here in my lounging panties. Now, Worcestershire, just a little bit, hardly enough to make any difference, but this is a real small recipe. Usually what I'm going to do, if I'm doing it in the house for the family and stuff, is I would probably put in about 1/4 to a 1/2 teaspoon. It all depends on how big the batch is. Oh, and just that little bit, you can smell it already. I'm not worried about the meat getting cooked all the way through because the process is not done yet. All I'm trying to do is get a little bit of this flavoring with the vegetables, the onion and the red and green bell pepper, and that little bit of Worcestershire, and we'll put this all together after this cools down. Oh, it smells so good. I think the onion factor in it is what really brings it out to me. You don't have to put onions in it. The red and green bell pepper add a little bit of kick to it. You could put jalapenos in it. You could put other veggies in it, zucchini, yellow squash, and corn and stuff like that. But basically what's going on here, this is just the beans and cornbread that I'm trying to duplicate with my add-on to it. Okay, so that's good right there. I likes it. That little stove is doing all right, man. The heat, it went right down. I don't have a wind guard on it because I'm on the patio and I got my fence around me, and it's kind of a wind guard. so there's that. Now, boy, I sure like having that. That big old table like that. It's something to put your stuff down on. Yeah, I like that. Now, let's go to the next step here. Okay, so continuing on here. First off, we're going to start this back up. Go full bore for a minute or two. Second two. Bush's original baked beans. Always a couple hanger-oners in there. Yep, nobody get those. Yeah, I did. Cool. Alright. Anyways. Nice and can. Use that for some else. Same pan that I did the meat and the veggies in. Now for that little bitty can, I got a tablespoon brown sugar. On top of that, ooh, mustard. Boiling all dead. These little bitty aluminum pans, they are sweet in the nesting kits. But I'll tell you what, they warmed up really, really quick. And all I'm doing is I'm just incorporating that brown sugar and that mustard, warming these up. Not really cooking them all the way through. I'm just trying to get that goodness all in there. Manyape from the pan. Manyape. Not really sure if I'm saying that right, but it's the goodness from the pan. Paul Prudhomme says you have to work with the goodness of the pan. Okay, that is more than enough. So down she goes. Turn that heat off, and I'm going to let them cool. I can smell them. Oh. Perfect. Okay. So that's the second step. Now, the next big one is coming. That stove's leaving the project, and the oven's coming on. So there you are. Now I've got my new infrared burner style of stove underneath that. Excuse all the yelling in the background. It's cricket day. But this little stove right here, this little oven right here, is an American innovation. And there's a couple things that I really admire about it. One, thermostat right there in the door. Two, glass in the window. Now, I have a pizza stone in there. That helps to regulate and control the temperature in there. Keeps it constant. So what we're going to do now is put this in these. Dang, I did that without spilling a drop. I like that. Okay. Next is all the meat and veggies. Mix all that in there. What I'm trying to do is just get everything coated. Because it's probably going to boil up a little bit in that oven. We'll see. I'm going to take just a little bit out of this one and put it over here. Ah, much better. So basically what's happened here is we brown the meat off a little bit. We kind of translucent the onion and the bell pepper. And we've got the sugar and the Worcestershire and all that in there with the baked beans. Now we're going to top it with honey cornbread. Okay, boys and girls, now it's time for cornbread in a bag. It's already up to 125. If you love cornbread and you do this Jiffy style cornbread, the America's favorite corn muffin mix with honey in it is the bomb. You can do so much thing with these. It's phenomenal. Box. Oops, lost it. Takes 1 egg and 1/3 cup of milk. Now, this milk may look a little brown. It's not bad in the jug. It's got a little bit of vanilla in it. It was one of my wet ingredients, and I just thought, well, I'll just throw it right in there. Ain't gonna be no thing. Okay, so that. Ooey gooey, rich and chewy, lasts a long time. Mix it up. Now, like I said, I do put a little bit of vanilla in mine. It's just the way I like it. You do whatever you want to do. But this is so easy to do this. You're just feeling around in there and make sure there ain't no crunchies left in it. Corner. Somebody must have scored. And just like that. Ooh, bees smell that honey. That's cool. And I got some left over there. Shake that down a little bit. That's what you got. All your beans are underneath that. And it is ready to go in the oven. And now we wait. How long is it going to take? I don't know. We'll find out. Ah, don't that look good? Oh man, that ramekin is hotter and hot. The other one is just right on the cusp. But I'm leaving it just a couple more minutes. Oh, but it smells good. I can smell that cornbread. Oh man. And see, I got a little bit of spillage over the side there. You can see it on the pizza stone too. But that's why you want to put it in really low. May not seem like there's a lot there, but when you eat that, that's going to be a filling little snack. And tastes good too, I hope. Because it sure smells good. Well, there you go. I'm looking forward to digging into that one. They are hot still. Haven't really tested the cornbread to see if it got cooked all the way through. It looks like it did. So we'll just see what happens here. Time for the old taste test. Okay, the moment of truth. What happened here? Oh, that cornbread is perfect, cooked all the way through. Oh. It's still hot. That's the ceramic ramekin. Yes. I watched one of my subscriptions, Explore with Me, Marlo C. And she did this the other day on a video that I watched, that she made the beans with the cornbread. But she just placed cooked cornbread on top of her beans. Look at them beans. And I thought, okay, I've cooked that same thing for years. I got to do one in a camping setup, and there you go. Little small ramekin, beans, and onion, red and green bell pepper, hamburger. You just kind of half cook the hamburger, and then you throw in veggies and saute them up to translucent, and then you just mix up your cornbread and put it on the top. And oh boy, that's good. Now, where the cornbread and the beans come in contact, it's a little bit soggy, but you're gonna encounter that whether you baked it on top or just throw a piece on top of a bowl of beans. But there you go, Marlo. That's how I do it. How I've been doing it for years. Love it. It's great. The addition of the Jiffy honey cornbread is fantastic. I love the flavor. I do add the tiniest amount of vanilla in my cornbread mix. It just adds a little flavor to it is all. I like it that way. So, there you go. There's a quick oven style camp meal that you can do, and it's very, very good. Hope you enjoyed that. No joke, y'all. That was good. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon here in Washington, and I started this early this morning, just putting it together and everything. Anyways, that is really good. And there's another one over there that needs to be et, but it ain't gonna get et right now. I like that. That is really good. So, yeah, that was another successful cook here at the house. One of the reasons that I don't do a lot of cooking videos on my camps is there's just so much that goes on, and I'm really not a cooking channel, but I guess I kind of am, because I said Uncle Dick's Conestoga Kitchen. Oh well. What it boils down to basically is I do try to put stuff out that will showcase the dishes that I do cook, and I do try to come up with camping style meals for anybody to adapt, and this one here just happened to be something that I was familiar with, and I saw somebody else do it, and I thought, well, I should do my version of it too. Well, I'm not on a camp. I am just at home. I got the cricket squads out back here behind me, and they're going to start screaming and yellow pretty soon. But I did this just to give you an option. You can make these things up at home, in your kitchen, in the oven, and just put them in a box or put them in a cooler or something like that when you get to camp. You could use a billy can to warm them up. You could use a Dutch oven to warm them up. I have my little camping oven. I gotta say that that little infrared burner that I bought specifically for this situation worked fantastically. I do have some issues on the pot stands not hitting exactly how I wanted to, but it was solid enough to cook with, and it was constant temperature, and for what little bit I had of fuel left in that bottle that I hooked it up to, it ran good. I got gas left. So probably about 45-minute bake, simply because these ovens aren't the best in the world. You get what you get out of them, and you have to learn how to manipulate them, but that right there, I'm impressed. It worked really well. So there's another little camping meal, really good. You don't have to do them up in those little ramekins like I did. If you saw the can of beans that I had, it was just an itty bitty tiny can of beans, but it doesn't take a lot. Now, that was just for those small ramekins. If I was going to do a 8x8 style of pan, you'd use a bigger can of beans. Really, more hamburger and more veggies. So, yeah, it works out really well. You're gonna feel the texture in your mouth of that cornbread being just a tiny bit soggy, soaked up the bean juices and everything into it. But it was that thick. So what the beans were touching was a little bit soggy, but it was still granular enough to know that it was cooked. And the cornbread on top, it's honey cornbread. It's good. So give it a try. You might like it. Might not. But enjoy life and give it a try. Have a good one. Catch you next time. Uncle Dick's Conestoga Kitchen. Give us a like. Thumbs up. Have a good day.